In this specific video, I'm going to show you how to create raving fans that will buy from you instead of just subscribers. Now, in this case, when I talk about subscribers, I'm just talking about people that are on your list. And what our goal here is to create a list of people that absolutely love your emails. So whenever you send an email, they see that it's from you. They're going to click it. They're going to take some time to actually read it. So let's go ahead and get started. First things first, you need to position yourself. Your subscribers will be attracted to you depending on how you position yourself or introduce yourself. So when they subscribe onto your list, you need to position yourself right then and there. And what I mean by that is this: are you there to help them, or are you there just to sell to them? And even though helping people sounds really good, you can still help them through what you sell them. Now, what I found is being on the extreme end of giving away free stuff all the time or selling all the time should be avoided. If you give people free stuff all the time, you've conditioned them to receive free stuff from you, and you've positioned yourself as somebody who gives away free stuff. Now, if you sell to them all the time, then they're going to think, how are you helping me? But as long as the products that you are selling relate to possibly helping them, that might be good as well. But in terms of creating raving fans, you need a balance. So that's why I call it the balance formula. What I found over the years is this: there needs to be a balance between the two. A balance between education versus promotions. So in other words, you need to educate them, but you also need to sell. So in this case, we've got a balance of both worlds. For example, the first half of the week, or whatever half that you choose, you could help educate your list on a certain topic that could help them. And then on the second half of the week, you could promote a product that is related. And what I found that works really, really well is discounts and scarcity. So if you teach them about a subject matter and you just teach them that's it, then that's kind of to the extreme. Or if you just sell them about a certain topic and that's it, then that's a little to the other extreme as well. But you also want to make sure between the balancing of the education and the selling, that whatever they signed up for, you're only emailing them that. So if they signed up for puppy training, you could eventually probably sell them about elderly dogs, but that has to be later down the road. And you have to be careful about that, because somebody who wants puppy training is probably not interested in elderly dog training. So you want to make sure that you balance it, but keep on target. Now let's talk about discounts and scarcity. What works even more is if you teach them a subject matter and you promote something that is related, but you take it one step further and you find somebody with a related product. You approach them, you say, hey, I've got this list. It converts really well in terms of this product, and I just taught them about this subject matter, and your product relates to it. What I found is you approach these sellers and you work out a deal, even if it's 50%, 40%, or 30%. Just ask 30% for 48 hours. If you constantly do this on a consistent basis, even if it's once a month, I found that this works like crazy, because people feel like, wow, okay, I'm learning something that's useful, but how can I apply it? How can I get something related to it? So they're already thinking about that. And if you use this method, a specific strategy, then you will do very well in terms of converting your list into raving fans and into buyers. And it definitely takes a little more time on your part, but it's definitely well worth it. And another thing to do is be consistent as well about the time that you email them. So if you're used to emailing them at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, then you want to make sure that you email them consistently from that point on at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And I found that helps a lot because people are waiting to receive an email at that time. And of course, people around the world, if you're dealing around the world, that could be a different case from them. But with the autoresponders that you use, like GetResponse and things like that, you can also set it in a way that it'll be sent during their time zone and so forth. But consistency is important. Conditioning your list is important. So whatever you do, make sure that you're consistent. And that's it.